Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's Kate Beaters, founder of Brilliance Builders. And I am really excited to be here with you this morning. Got a really cool topic I want to share with you. It's all has to do with sales conversations. So happy Monday. This is my live stream I do every Monday if I'm not traveling. And I figured this is a really important topic to share with you. I actually read an article about something totally unrelated to sales conversations, but I'm like, wow, this really can be pulled into what we do and having us have more productive sales conversations. And I'm wondering if you were ever taught this as a child. I was taught this. I don't remember, maybe from a teacher or something, that the fastest path or best path to a direction is a straight point. Was anybody taught that in school or by a teacher or something? It's like you're here, you want to go there, you don't zigzag, you go straight to there. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Because that's what I was taught, right? That's the best way to do it. And when you look at a map, you try to go direct and all that. Now, it turns out in sales conversations, that isn't always the best way to do things. So let me share what I am talking about. And if you're here this morning, please say hi. I'm going to put my glasses on so you can see. Good morning, Donna. How are you? Hope everything is well, and looking forward to connecting with you soon. So here's what I want to share with you. I read this article just a couple days ago about UPS and United Postal Service, and that's the delivery guys. With the brown trucks with the brown little uniforms and all that. And I think they're worldwide, so I'm pretty sure everyone probably knows who they are. But they're another delivery company, like there's FedEx and there's UPS and of course the Postal Service. And UPS has been around for ages. And they put out an article a couple of years ago sharing some new strategies. Oh, that's my girl Callie. She's got recovering from a really bad cough. And they were sharing the strategy that what they don't let their drivers do anymore is they don't let their drivers make left turns. Okay, so the drivers are not allowed to make left turns. And so here's what they've discovered from this. I'm going to put my glasses on to read you what I'm sharing here. So the things that they got, and this is from a couple of years ago, they're stats, but this is so important having to do with sales conversations, so stick with me for a minute. That what they discovered is that they waste less time, they spend less money, and it's more efficient. Okay, so what this means is that for time, there's less time spent at the light. So here in the States, you have to, wait at the light to make a left turn because we drive on one side. I know in Europe they drive on the other side. Canada, you guys drive on the same side as us. Can't speak for the rest of the world, but anyways, so it's saving them time by not sitting at the light. The other thing too is that it saves them money because they are not they're using less gas, and it's also they're paying their people less hourly rates. And it's also more efficient because they found out that there's less accidents. Because if they have to pull and go like this in front of, it might come out opposite to you, but kind of go like this in front of oncoming traffic to make the left turn, there very often could be an accident. Someone speeds and, they play, what's that thing, chicken, like who's going to go and all that. And so there's less accidents. And they found it in their first year. This is staggering. They shaved 20.4 million miles off their routes. They shaved 20.4 million miles off their routes. And they also delivered 350,000 more packages during this. So you're probably wondering, so what the heck does this have to do with sales, right? And here's what I want you to listen, all right, because this is really, really critical. And I am a master at sales conversations, so anything I can learn and kind of pull in and share and give examples to kind of help you guys get better and better and start mastering your own sales conversations, I want to share with you. So when you think about it, have you ever been to, let's see, a networking event or some kind of meeting or something, and people are just kind of tossing their cards at you, and looking for the sale right then? I know when I was in corporate, we used to see it all the time, and I still see it now with a lot of entrepreneurs. I do a lot of networking, go to a lot of events, and I'm surprised to see so many people just diving right in for that sale right that second. So to me, that is like doing that direct path, right? It's like, okay, there's somebody right in front of me and I'm just going to hit them up and go for a sale. Now, there's a problem because how often do you think that works? Anyone want to share who's watching? Oh, and here's my lovely Costa Rica mug. Let's see here. Oopsie go. Isn't it pretty to drink from in the morning? My hot water and lemon this morning. But how many of you out there think that really gets you some sales to do something like that? To just hit somebody up right off the top of the bat and say, here's my card, buy from me, right? It doesn't really happen very often. It's pretty seldom that works. And so when you think about it, that when you're able to have follow a process to make the connection for the whole know, like, and trust with clients, it's the same thing. It might not be the direct path, right? You know, it might not go in here's A and here's B. You know, it might not be directly like that. It might be a little squiggly, a little bit like that, but you're more likely to be happy with your results. So I wrote some notes here that, first of all, you're going to be more efficient because you're going to be able to close more sales, right? As opposed to, yeah, so Donna put 5%. Yeah, you'd be lucky. I'm guessing you'd be lucky if it was 5%, Donna. And Joel, you got 10%. Most people nowadays, they are so resistant when someone just kind of flips a business card at them or hits them right for the sale. So when you think about it, that even though it might seem like it's not a direct path to go right after a sale right immediately, that it's actually going to be, you're going to close more sales. So that makes you more efficient. Also, less energy. Now, what I'm talking about energy here is less emotional energy. Because if you keep going for sales that are pretty difficult to close, especially at that step, that's going to cause a lot of fear and doubt and anxiety and stress and frustration and disappointment, all that other kind of stuff popping up. That's gonna hurt you, and that's gonna create a lot of emotional energy. Sorry, my poor girl. She's at the tail end of her cough. I hope she feels better soon. She already is, so much better than she was yesterday. Because you think about it, that when you're able to come from a place of confidence and do it in the way that makes sense, things are going to show up so much differently for you. And the other thing too is that you're going to make more money, right? Because if you're following up the process and you're not going for that direct hit, again, you're not making that left turn. You're deliberately going right, which I know may sound like so much more work, but you're more likely to get more people to say yes. So that's what I want you to leave you for today, is to think about where in your sales conversations are you trying to kind of cut corners and go directly for a sale, okay? Because that typically is not going to work, right? Not these days, maybe, 20, 30 years ago, whatever it might have, but nowadays it's not really working so well. So think about it. Where are you doing that? And what kind of process do you have in place for your sales conversation? Because again, that's going to use up a whole lot more energy. It's going to be a whole lot more efficient for you, and you're going to make more money. Okay, so I want you to think about that today. Would love for you to share what comes up for you. And if I can be of help, this is my expertise, and you want to have a conversation, you're looking for a mentor, please email my team, info@katebeaters.com. That's info@katebeaters.com. And in the meantime, please share this with people. Let's get people to be thinking when to go left and when to go right, and what's the most efficient way for them to get and for you to get more sales. So bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and be brilliant.